Hello everyone, this is Yellowman, and today we are again here in the single player world. Oh boy, it has been such a long time that I haven't logged in here. So, what is the plan for today? Today we're going to work on this general area. The base, the church, I don't know, the bar, and so on. But before that, let me show you the progress that I've made on the industrial area. As you remembered, there were a couple of minor tweaks that we were supposed to do to make this film much more complete. So the last thing that we did was this guy, the XP farm. But now, woohoo! There we go. Here's a truck. Well, this is not my design, but I just got a picture of it from the internet. Different color palettes. It's a dump truck. It's dumping stuff, a bunch of mods. I have also replaced all of the torches with the frog lights, so I can just hide them underneath the carpets. But that's not actually it. So I have shaved this part off, made it much smoother, and then because it was just a big wall. But then I also added this path, and then the workshop in here, some greenery because it didn't really feel complete. And yeah, some piles of hay, piles of stone, and lastly some piles of wood right in front of the tree farm. Because well, that's of course where you just drop all your wood. But yeah, I think now this place feels much more complete. It's not just a bunch of buildings with yeah farms in it. Also, I have made these paths as well, which connects the industrial area to the spawn, or well, the spawn to the rest of the base. I have also built some other stuff, not really much of building, but just shaving some parts and making them much nicer. Like, for example, this part, added some moss and trees. I mean, I didn't really add, I just bone milled an azalea bush. But there is some confession that I should make. I was planning to do this whole volcano slash mountain kind of thing in here. And the thing is, I was like, this is too much for me to do. And personally, I just want to put an end to this series as soon as possible and be done with all the 10 projects that we defined on the first day. So I just used Axiom. I just set my game mode on creative mode, used Axiom, made this mountain slash volcano, and I was done with it because it would have taken me so much time, and I wasn't really into investing into it. I mean, for the rest of this island, I will still do everything manually, but for the volcano, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of fed up with it. And well, to be fair, I already had the volcano, but it wasn't really shade. It didn't really have proper shading stuff, and it was slightly thin. So I made it just thicker and better color palettes and better blocks, basically. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear that yeah, I have no shame of switching to creative mode and doing this thing because yeah, it was too much. It was too much. I wasn't really into investing on it. But I mean, anyways, I still had to put the lava and then change some of the blocks in here. For example, on this side where I'm planning for the lava to fall down, it's not going to be actually lava falling down. It's going to be like a magma cubes and probably resins and all those kind of things, magma blocks. I mean, to give it a nice look, because like you don't really have much of control on the liquids in this game. So yeah, still there will be bunch to be done on this area, but yeah, just thickening the mountain and giving the better peaks to it was something that I did with the axiom. So yeah, just wanted to be clear about this. But now that's gonna be like our next project, or I don't know, maybe seventh or eighth project that we're going to tackle. So it doesn't really matter for now. What we're gonna do is let's get down in here. I'm gonna build another house in here, just looking like these ones. and then we're gonna have a market around here. So it's going to feel much more filled with other buildings. And then I'm gonna work on the roof of the church, making it slightly aged because this is too neat right now. So maybe some greenery, changing some blocks, some of the diorite with stone or andesite maybe to just make it like it is aged. And then we're going to also work on this area, like adding some trees and stuff. I don't know, working on the interior, and that's it basically. With that, I believe we're going to be also done with the base area as well. Now, let's get into it. All right, looking much nicer in here now. Without that wall box thingy that we had, just to map out where the house is going to be built, it is looking much more live. I built a very teeny tiny interior for it as well. It's not really something crazy, just like the other ones. Like there was just bed and stuff like that, like this one. So yeah, I think this is it for the houses. So there is not going to be any other house in here. And now it's time to build the market. The market is gonna be like a bunch of pop-up shops in here. Probably I would say until here. Yeah, like the whole right side of the base. It's going to be a bunch of pop-up markets or well, pop-up shops. And then I will use the same stuff that I use for this workshop in here. So it's gonna be just fences and stuff with the slab on top as the ceiling, or maybe carpets, so I can have like stripes in it. Oh boy, I need to get all my shulkers. All my materials are in here. That's fine. So yeah, it's gonna be over here, and the city is going to be completed with the markets. Let's get into it. All right, the market is done. The reason I'm here is like I found a really nice frame to show the city to you guys. But look at this beauty. I really like this tree. Um, it is kind of different from the other ones that I built in the spawn, but um, it is much more simple. But I think the whole area with the pop-up shops and the colors and everything and this armor stand, I don't know, this carriage, this looks much more fun than it used to be. I'm gonna moss it up. I'm gonna add some moss here and there, and then because like you see, the texture of moss is much more is much nicer. Actually, let's do that right away. Do I have any moss in here? No, not really. What about you? Oh, I wanted to also add some glowberries. I forgot because yeah, usually these kind of things they can get quite overwhelming because like I mean the variance of different blocks that you get to use it is quite much. So yeah, like I'm having three or so shulker boxes of stuff here and there. Let me add a no. This is not what I wanted to do. Maybe some glowberries. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe also here. Also here. I think that's good. I really like these banners. Pattern on them is quite simple. I wish banners would stick on the fences though. It is kind of floating, although you cannot really see it from front and back. But when you get to like you get close to it, you see that they are floating in here. Let me quickly get some bone meal. Do I have any here? No, not really. I think I just dropped them in my storage system, which is always nice because now I can just drop all those shulker box stuff into my storage, and they get sorted. And this guy is really doing nothing. Now let's quickly muss this up. I'm going to just kind of randomly spamming it. Although I would like to get rid of the grasses and all these junks that bone meal gives you. Not bone meal, like bone milling the moss. Alright, good, good, good. I think this side is fine. Let's quickly do maybe here as well. Alright, perfect. It is feeling much more alive. Uh, where else? Maybe some in here? Yeah, that's good. So now, let me grab other stuff from my chest. Let's also move them in here. Actually, what I wanted to do is I'm gonna grab another shulker box as well, because there was a chest over there, and I'm not fine with it. So, would you give me a shulker? Thank you. Okay, let's go here and then dump all this stuff in the shulker box. So I can move them because now I would like to go to the back of the base and do some other stuff. The other side, which is behind the main tower, behind the storage tower, which leads to the industrial area, also needs to be designed. I'm really not planning to make a market or city or any houses in here because, well, that's a whole idea. Like, this is an industrial area, so no houses should be here. But I'm gonna put some lanterns here and there, light posts and stuff, with the same design that we have behind the industrial area. And oh, I think I forgot to show you guys in here. I have also mussed this place up. This is also looking much nicer. I think I'm going to also add some slabs in here, so it makes it easier to walk. But this is looking also much nicer. Um, for the bar that we're going to have, like this is the old storage, as you know. So this will turn into a maybe a bar or restaurant. I don't know. But because it has a lot of potential. Initially, I wanted to just turn it down, but I think it's a nice build, and there is a lot of memories in here. Like for goodness sake, I lived in storage for like 5 or 6 months, and there is something in here very special, which is the only dragon egg in the game. So we need to also do something about this. Probably like a monument or something for the day that we slayed the dragon. Yeah. Probably I will just make something in here, or maybe in the main square. Maybe I can just put the dragon egg on top of here. Anyways, oh boy, I have so much junk on me that the other shulker box was not enough. Let's get another shulker box. Thank you. Oops, this is not what I meant. Let's get back. Did I get two shulker boxes? Yeah. Why? No, yeah, this is the one that I already had. So yeah, let's also put this down. Let's get rid of all this stuff. I think in this one I have a chest or more. Yeah, maybe just two of them is enough for me. Let's put everything in the chest here. Because yeah, I'm kind of getting crazy with all this stuff that I have. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't want to lose this shelter box. We're full of goodies. Cool. Let's quickly take a look at the market again, maybe with shader. Now that it's also night, I think it's gonna give us good insight of what might be missing, or what is too much. So let's maybe come here and then get a nice look. Let's turn on the shaders. I mean, everything with shader is looking much nicer, of course, because it is shaders. But sometimes it also gets overwhelming. so you know if you're doing something like too much. Cool. Let's actually walk from the portal again. See this frame. Huh. I think if these guys would have chili, that would be much nicer. But not really. I cannot really think of any improvements on here. Um, I wish I could make this higher. I mean, initially I did make it higher. From this angle, it was very nice because it was like much higher. It was like in the middle of the tower. But then when you would get closer to it, it would look really ugly. So I think that the height of it could be adjusted maybe one more block, but I'm fine with it. What about here? No, all good. I think it is. Everything is looking nice. I will just build some light posts here and there. I'm thinking that there is something missing from here. Like behind this house is quite empty, unlike the others where they have like forms and stuff. Like you see, there is something happening. There is some life behind these houses. But this one could have been improved. I need to also think about something. But yeah, this is it's not the focus for today. I think I would like to just finish this area, the interior of the bar, and then so let's jump right into it. All right, the build is done. Are you ready to see it, guys? Oh my god, I'm so excited about it. Oh, what a moment! It is also sunrise. Let me before goodness sake. Right when I said it was sunrise, it started raining. Stupid weather system. Never mind. Yeah, I have my shaders on because, well, everything is much more beautiful with the shaders. I will turn it off, I know, but I just want to see how does it look like, how everything looks like. But here is what has been done so far. So this build is done. Now it finally has the vibe that I was looking for. The bar that I was talking about, a bunch of like big barrels for wine and stuff, and then we have the bar itself in here, some chairs. We had this pillar which was connected to the upstairs with the ladder, but instead now we have a nice staircase, and it's like a kind of a cozy restaurant-ish vibe, like in the balcony, we have some chairs and tables and stuff. Oh my god, it looks so nice. Some painting on the wall. So yeah, I think I'm very happy with how it is looking like right now. Because yeah, since the beginning, I always wanted to turn this place into a bar. It was initially a storage system, but not the storage system, but it was just storage, bunch of barrels and chests. But now I think I'm much happier with how it is being used. Also, I made like a custom tree in here, just so with a lot of moss leading to the tree. It's a very basic tree, like the other one. And then I also terraformed the bits of this path, so we have some moss around it and some pack mod and stuff. And it goes up in here. This is the place that we used to have the honey farm. But now, actually, I'm thinking maybe we can have something cool in here. I really don't want to add any much more projects to this world because initially we talked about like 10 or so projects in total that it's going to be done and this whole world will be done. Since I want to focus on my other world, but I feel like there is something that I need to do with this place because when you go from here, let's come out of the Nether portal pathway. So when you come from here, there is something missing in the background of the tower. So I was actually thinking about, I don't know, maybe an observatory or something, but we'll see how it goes. I might not really record it. I need to experiment with it because observatory is kind of a complicated build because of the dome that it has, and yeah, there's gonna be like too much details for it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to record it or not, but we'll see. Maybe I can just make a time lapse out of it. But man, oh man, this was a heck of an episode. Like all these fields and everything looks much nicer, and the base is walkable. I think I need to also do something about this place. It is too empty, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Now, the only remaining part will be the church. As I said, like I need to kind of age this. This is too neat and too clean. So I need to do some stuff about the roof. But we'll see how it goes. Probably I will do kind of the same thing that I done with the roof of the bar. But yeah, like adding a bunch of greenery, swapping some of these stairs in here, maybe a bit tough, or I don't know, maybe change the status of the copper block, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I will probably do that off camera. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, share your thoughts in the comments. I would like to hear about your ideas. If you want to see something that I build, please do let me know. Until then, this is Yellow Man. Have a good day, everyone.